We're checking out the IMOUM Live. Now, this is a 6-inch, 21-volt, cordless, brushless chainsaw pruner. Now, I seen this and I had to have it. I had to have it. Now, this company also has, see, I wrote some stuff down, has bush trimmers, pruning shears, spray wands, and extension poles for this. So it can only not be just a chainsaw, but it also has an extension pole that you can buy to make that into a pole chainsaw as well. So we'll get into that later. Now let's pop this open and see what you get. That right there. Now, here, we're gonna open this for the first time here. Okay. There we go. Now, it comes with a hard case. Now, that's to keep it nice. So it doesn't get all dusty and beat up when you're moving it around. And, oh wow. You get a really thick book in this. Okay, in the book it describes what they have available, how to use the saw, and they give you all the dimensions, so, and all the warnings, how to use it, how to put the oil. I mean, it's got everything, how to sharpen your chain, which way it goes, and on and on. A nice, very well thought out service manual. And on the back here, they give you all of their information, their Facebook, their Twitter, their Instagram, all that stuff on the back, and it tells you how to get a hold of them. Very well. Okay, what do we get in this little toolbox here? A little toolkit. Okay, so extra chain, cleaning brush. Let's go ahead and dump this out in here. Cutting oil. That's cool. Filler cap. I'm not sure what that is a cap to yet. Blade sharpener. Now, these are cool for when your blade's getting dull. They're not really fancy, but they get the job done. So, little blade sharpener. You get protective glasses, the safety glasses. There's a lot in this kit. You get the charger. Comes with two. Now, I wrote some notes on the batteries. You get two 3 amp hour 21-volt lithium-ion batteries. It takes an hour to charge these for a full charge, and the runtime is approximately about 120 minutes. So, nice heavy batteries. Okay, so you get two of those batteries. There you go, 2 batteries. Put everything in the kit here. And the saw. Now, I've been waiting. I've been dying to see this. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. There we go. Now, these are nice little pruners. It's got the hand protector here so you don't hit it on anything. It's got the blade safety brake here. So in the center, it's off. You can't pull the trigger. It's on. And then if you press it all the way through again, it's on again. So it depends on if you're right or left-handed. It's got this case to protect the chain and protect you from like using it when you're not supposed to be using it. It's got the kickback guard here. So that keeps the oil and any debris kicking back in your face so you don't get in your mouth or in your hair. So it's got a little guard here. And it also has a little diagram on here about the chain. Now, the oil feature on here, it's got this little tank. You don't need a big tank because it's just oiling the chain to keep it from to keep it lubed on the track. Oh, okay, I see what that is. They give you an extra lid. So if anything happens to your lid on here, you got an extra lid. So when you oil these, oops. When you oil these, you put the oil in here, and what you're going to do is you're going to prime it. Now, once you get the oil here, I guess I can just do this now. So it has a little funnel lid here, and we'll go ahead, because I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to show you guys how it works, but I just wanted to kind of show it off because I thought this was the coolest thing ever. So, and we're going to go test drive it here shortly. So we'll go ahead and fill up the oil. Now, this is just a cool little squeeze bottle so you can get it in without making a mess. And you're just going to squeeze it in. It doesn't take much. There, it's full. And it's kind of transparent so you can see the level of where the oil's at. And then you just put one of these on. So it's cool you get, because you're always losing this, or you bump it up against something and it busts. Now, this is your little primer. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit this. See how the oil's bubbling up in it? So that's setting it down to the blade. That's nice. That's setting it to the oiler here. I guess I pumped a little bit too much, but that's okay. We're going to be using it. And then it's self-oiling. So while you're using it, it's just self-feeding. So you don't have, you're just trying to get it started. And then once it's in there, it's going to self-feed. Now, another good feature I had on this, they've thought of almost everything on this. So when your chain starts to get, when you're using it, when it starts to get a little loose, this will tighten it up. So you can put a little bit more tension or a little less tension, just depending on, because they stretch. All chains stretch. And you want a little bit of play in it. You don't want them too tight. That way they don't burn your bar out. So, like I said, this is a little a self-tensioner. And also, when you want to change the blade, this is how you change the blade. You pull this, twist it off, you pull the bar off, change the blade out, and then it also gives you all the directions on how to change the blade right here. So, it feels really good in your hand. Let's see what it feels like. Okay. There we go. So, it's not really that loud. It's got some noise to it. And like I said, when you put the safety on, you can't move it. But yeah, the oil works really well. And here, let's lock the blade. And so I don't cut my fingers off here. We'll put the blade deal back on. And then the battery just pops out. Now, on these batteries, the charger plugs in right here in the front. So you're just going to plug it in here and then just plug it in. On the back side here, it tells you what the charge is. So you just hit that button and it tells you how charged the batteries are. So, and you get two batteries. So when you're using one, if one gives you 120 minutes, when that's tired and burned out, you're using the other one. By the time this charges, you're cycling through them. So, yeah, everything you need, like everything you need. you don't even have to buy oil. It comes with oil. So usually you'll get you're gonna have to buy some too because you're gonna be using the salt. So just get you a good biodegradable brand that you can use with this, the cutting oil. Make sure it's cutting oil. You don't want to use something different in this. You don't want it clogged up. Cutting oil is just for these. But yeah, everything you need. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go cut one of my trees because one of the branches are kind of in the way when I mow, and it's winter time, so it's the perfect time to prune. And I'm gonna prune with this. I do have a gas-powered chainsaw, but I only prune like 2 weekends a month, or not a month, a year. And I don't want to drag everything out. Because every year you have to fix it. You have to unclog it. You have to get gas. In this, you just plug in and go. You just pop in a battery. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to meet you outside so I could test drive this. All right? So there we go. We're going to try this thing out. Now, it's a nice 34 degrees out today. We're going to try to see what it does in the cold and see what it does on a bur oak. So let's try this thing. There we go. So it does pretty well. That is an oak tree. So that's a bur oak. That's the hardest wood that they have. And it cuts it with ease. I'm pretty impressed. Without a problem. Let's try one more cut up here. Let me get it closer. Yeah, without a problem. All right, see you guys next time.